Hi everybody, it's Jalen. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm filming outside. I'm on my deck right now. I'm just relaxing in our chair because it's beautiful outside and I love it. So I actually filmed this video a couple of days ago, but I did it while I was driving, so you couldn't hear anything and I was so disgusted, but that's okay. So what it is, it's kind of an introducing me because I realized that a lot of people who support my channel follow me on Instagram, have me on Snapchat, but some of us aren't like the best of friends. So I wanted to do a little introducing me video. So obviously my first name's Jalen, my middle name is Elizabeth, and that's why my channel is Jalen Elizabeth. I'm 21 years old. I'm currently in college, in Collège de Lille, to be an early childhood educator. I'm currently in my OJT stage, so I finish that on June 10th. So once that's done, I finally get to work in a daycare all summer and I'm so excited. I'm 21 and I'm in my first year of college. So what did I do after graduating? Right after graduating from high school, I went to university for a year. I went to Université de Moncton, which is a French university in a different province. And I was planning on graduating with a major in sociology and a minor in history. Loved it. Still love sociology and history. But my job plans were either being a sociologist or a sociology professor, and that's like 10 years in university, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And it's also for a job where I would spend 90% of my day in an office. I have a huge bug bite and it's so itchy. So I decided not to go back to university after my first year. I came home and I worked for a year. My plan before COVID hit was actually to move to Montreal and be a flight attendant. As I am bilingual, I was hoping to get on there so that I wouldn't lose my French language. I'm somebody who likes to be busy most of the time, so how I currently keep myself busy is I am the president of the Youth French Organization of Prince Edward Island, which in French is Jeunesse Acadienne et Francophone de l'Île du Prince Edward, or JAFLIP for short. So what we do, we're an organization that represents the French youth in Prince Edward Island on a provincial level, but also a federal level with the FGCF. It's been pretty hard with COVID because we're not able to do a lot of activities face-to-face. We're not able to go to Ottawa and do meetings with the FGCF, like things like that, which has made it a lot harder. I feel like this is pretty important because it's an important part of me, but like some movements I stand by. I'm obviously a feminist. I think everybody should be equal. Women should be paid the same amount as men. Maternity leave should be for men and women. I'm pro-choice. I'm all that stuff, right? Okay, gotta leave that out of the way. I also obviously support Black Lives Matter. I went to the protest in our province. Here's a little picture of me and my friend Jocelyn. I also obviously support No More Stolen Sisters and Every Child Matters. In Canada right now, it's kind of overwhelming if you didn't know the history of the residential schools or the Indigenous communities. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on YouTube, but there was 215 remains found of children in an old residential school in British Columbia. If you don't know what a residential school is, there's definitely Indigenous creators on YouTube, on TikTok, explaining it, talking about it. Go check them out. Not my place to give you a whole history lesson when they know it much better than I do, because I literally only learn from it what's online, but they learn it from the people in their communities. Those are just a couple of movements I stand behind that are really big right now and like in the front of my head. I'm 21 and I just started to read when I was 20. I'm sorry if any of my old high school teachers are watching this, but I never finished a book in high school. I literally don't know how I did so well on my assignments, but I did. So I started reading last year during COVID, probably. The Christmas before, December 2019, I got all the Harry Potter books and I love Harry Potter, so I started reading them. I'm currently on the 5th one, as I said in my last video, but I'm having a really hard time reading it because it's literally 800 pages, like it's huge, and what's going on in the story is really making me mad, and I lost my glasses for a bit so I couldn't really read anything because my eyes hurt. But I'm taking a little break from Harry Potter and I'm currently reading this, and it is The Hate You Give. It is such an amazing book. Spoiler alert if you haven't read it, but it literally says in the first chapter what the book is about. Is it follows a 16-year-old named Star. I think she's 16. If she's not 16, she's 17. And she's black. She lives in a not so nice community, but she goes to a private school because her parents paid for it and they wanted like the best education for her and her brother. At the private school, it's a ton of white kids, like a ton of white rich kids, you know? At the beginning of the book, one of her childhood best friends gets killed by a white cop, and she sees it happening. I'm only in the 8th chapter, so obviously I don't know everything that happens, but so far it follows that and like kind of her thought process through it and like what's going on. I think that's it for this video. I'm keeping it short and sweet because I want to start posting more, so the videos might be a little smaller, but it is what it is. But I will see you guys next time. Bye.